Yeah, so Orange Avenue. Not that Orange Avenue isn't the reason I got my DUI, but I was. It was at Bartender's Bash.
Now, what year was this? Bartender's Bash hasn't gone on for
2010.
12 years? 2010.
2010.
Now, that was when it was in, was it still in Key West?
Yeah, no, it was in Largo.
Largo, but they moved it to...
Largo or Isle Morada. I can't remember.
Isle Morada.
One of the, maybe it was Isle Morada.
Isle Morada had it for the years, 10 years. Then they moved it to like Fort Lauderdale, Miami for a year or two, and that never happened.
I think it just stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple of hotel rooms, and we were up there, and the reps paid for I think the hotel rooms, and just having a good time. Orange Avenue was the main attraction because that's the year. If it was 2010, 2009, somewhere around there, but their song was on the Olympics. It was like the intro to the Olympics that year.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So they were big. Orange Avenue was big then. At least starting to get to that level. And I got a call down from the bar in Key West, and we're in Isle Morada, so we're in the top upper Keys. I'm probably 3 hours away from Key West. Got a call on the band that was going on. I don't remember the band's name that was playing at the bar.
At your bar.
Yeah.
Right. 3 hours away.
Yeah. And the amp went. And I was like, I'm trying to explain how to, because I had a spare amp. I'm trying to explain how to swap it out. And it's not hard. But I was so drunk.
That you thought getting in the car and driving 3 hours?
Well, I couldn't explain how to fix it, or I thought I was explaining it fine. They weren't getting it.
Okay, Joe, I want to understand. I understand where you're coming from. They couldn't get it, but you were going to get in the car and drive 3.5 hours to set up an amp.
Yeah, so
and you thought that was a great idea.
Yeah, I was like, whatever, I'll just fix it. And then I was just going to come back.
Drive 3.5 hours, half hour to fix it, and drive 3.5 hours back.
This is how my drunk mind was, thinking. I'm going to fix it, and then I'm just going to come back.
Right.
I made it to Marathon, which is the halfway point.
So I made
it like an hour and a half. And I remember seeing the lights and boop, boop. And I remember going, oh, I'm screwed. So I pull over, and I remember most of the stop. Reading the police report was kind of entertaining. But so I'll go by.
You don't really remember getting pulled over.
I'll go by my police report because I have the memory of I remember reading it. And I remember getting pulled over, and they come up to the car. And I don't remember the back and forth, but have you been drinking? And oh no, I had a cooler in the passenger seat of my Silverado. And they asked me what was in the cooler. I don't know. Because earlier that day we drove up and I was drinking road beers. So it was empty road beers that were in the cooler. So they asked if they can check it out. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. So I don't know what's in there.
You do know what's in there.
Yeah. I don't think drunken me. I don't think had any idea what was in there.
But sober, you knew what was in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the cop checks it and he sees empty beer cans, and I'm like, it's from earlier, because that makes it
makes it even better.
And he's like, look, oh no, the line. But he was like, hey, do you want to do a field sobriety test? And I remember this on the police report. I was like, look, I'm going to jail. I know I'm going to jail. But if you want to do it, let's give this thing a whirl. So he's like, okay. So we go. And I remember doing we were walking in the straight line. I kept going, I didn't get it that time. Can I try again? Like I was acting like it was a game.
Like it was just for fun.
Yeah. Just having this grand old time. And I guess they pulled me over because someone had called and said a truck was driving erratic down US 1.
That was you?
I remember driving like, oh God, I can't stay on the road. I remember being like really upset with myself. Like, man, you got to pull it together. And, and the lights came, but the cops were super nice. I'm always respectful when I get pulled over. Like, I knew I was in the wrong right in the beginning. So what am I going to do? Lie about it? I'm drunk.
But where did you think it was a good idea to drive 3.5 hours to fix an amp?
I don't know. Drunk me said, I'll just go fix it.
Not that I think you should ever drink and drive, but I can understand 15, 20, even 30 minutes down the road. Yeah. Hey, you're in, say, New Smyrna, you drive to Daytona, Ormond to fix something, drive back. I can understand that. But you 3.5 hours south to fix an amp. By the way, the band's going to be gone. You'll probably be closed or close to it.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're going to get back in the car and drive 3.5 hours back. So 7 hours round trip.
Yeah, that was the plan. But the cops were super nice. They, as we were going, and I don't know what we were talking about, but we were talking back and forth. Like we were having funny conversations, or they were laughing at the drunk guy in the back. I don't know. But I got them to stop at McDonald's in the drive-thru. And we actually got double cheeseburgers, which I thought was awesome.
Who paid?
I did.
They let you. They uncuffed you to pay.
No, I gave them the cash when we got back. I told them, I was like, I got cash in my wallet. Like, I'll give it to you. So when we got back to
Did you buy their burgers?
Yeah. I said I would.
So there's like, two cops and you.
Yeah.
Two in the same car.
Yep.
And you bought everybody double cheeseburgers.
Yeah. And then we got to the station, and I have to take the breathalyzer there, and I blew a .243. Like 0.08 is drunk.
0.08.
Yeah.
Not 0.8.
No, 0.08. Yeah.
0.08, yeah.
I blew .243.
So and you were like 5 times legal.
Yeah, I was like, woo, big number.
After your whole, I mean, by the time you got pulled over, first of all, you drove an hour and a half.
Yeah, I made it an hour and a half.
And you weren't drinking on the way.
No,
you weren't drinking that hour.
On the way up there, not the way down.
So you drove an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Then you got pulled over. That was probably 20, 30 minutes at least.
I think it was about an hour.
About an hour. Then you got put in a car. Then you rode through McDonald's and ate 2 double cheeseburgers and still blew a .25.
I couldn't eat the double cheeseburgers till we got back to the station. They let me have the cheeseburgers in the parking lot of the station because they uncuffed me, and then I gave them the cash, and I got to house 2 double cheeseburgers real quick. And dude, I remember waking up the next morning in jail, and it's a bunch of bunk beds in like this big room. And the guy's like hitting my foot. He's like, chow, chow. I'm like, what? What is chow? Hi? It was breakfast. And get this, I got lucky. Once a week, the breakfast at the Marathon jail was McDonald's. So I got McDonald's for breakfast. And then
2 double cheeseburgers for dinner and McDonald's for breakfast.
I remember like trying to, get my wits about me. Like, okay, I'm still kind of drunk. I'm in jail. Like I'm remembering, all right. And then I'm looking over. I'm like, I really got to take a shit. And then it's just toilets in a line. So I'm like, well, I guess I got to do this in front of everybody else. And I look over to the right and I'm like, Chase, one of the guys I went to high school with, he was in there. So we played checkers, ran into another buddy I went to high school with. So that was a good time.
It was like a high school reunion.
It was like a high school reunion
in the Marathon jail.
And, so I think it was sometime in the afternoon, and I'm out in this line because I have to go to court. And I'm trying to call my brother, or the officer's trying to call my brother. Someone's trying to get a hold of him to, I guess, to get me released. I don't remember why, but my brother's being a dick to the cop. Like, I don't care who you are. Why are you calling me? I don't like telemarketers. He's like freaking out. And I'm like, dude, no, in jail. Stop it.
So you're on the phone too?
Yeah, I was like the cop. I think it was his cell phone, or maybe it was a pay. I don't know. There was, on the phone. I'm trying to yell like, "Hey, stop being a dick to the cop! Like you're gonna help me get out of jail here, bud." And then went to the court and got released. And luckily, my friend Matt and my friend Megan were waiting for me in the parking lot
with a beer.
No, but then I went to go get my truck, and I had to get that out of impound, and I had 10 days, and then I couldn't drive anymore. So when you get your DUI, you can drive for like 10 days, and then you can't drive anymore.
To work in school only?
No.
Yeah. They don't give you a hardship at all?
Well, at least not with that. And I guess I couldn't. I wasn't allowed to drink or do drugs, but I didn't do drugs, so that wasn't a problem. But I couldn't drink because I had to do my probation. It was random. They would call me, and I'd have to that day or within the next morning get there and do a piss test. And I remember all right, so I could drink on Friday because they don't work Saturday or Sunday, but I can't drink Sunday because it's in your system for 24 hours. So Friday, Saturday night, I'm good, but I can't drink all week. And then after 3 weeks, I remember calling my lawyer. I was like, hey man, how do we get rid of this not drinking thing? It's really killing my vibe.
What'd he say?
He's like, I mean, it'd only be like $500. I'm like, all right, what do I got to do? He's like, well, just don't go when they call you. I was like, well, don't I go to jail? He's like, yeah. He's like, but you don't go. I'll call. We'll pick a time for you to go in. We'll get the bail bonds and we'll have it all set up. You've been out there in 20 minutes. And I was like, and then I don't have to pee in a cup anymore? He's like, no.
I don't get how that makes sense.
I couldn't tell you.
So you have to keep peeing in a cup.
Yeah,
but if you one time don't pee in a cup,
yeah,
you go back to jail.
I guess it's a violation of probation. And then like that just goes away and I pay more money.
So you did it?
Yeah. I was like, okay. So I stopped going.
So he called you?
Yeah. He was like, hey, there's a warrant out. Are you ready to, when do you want to go to jail? And I was like, well, let's set it up for Tuesday. No, I'm making that up. I don't know what day it was, but it was like, let's set it up for this day. And I went in. It was not 20 minutes. It was like 4 hours, but, still. But yeah, I was golden. I could drink as much as I wanted to. I didn't have to worry about it. And then I was, at this point, the bar had gotten sold and I was going to go back up to Jersey. And I had got my license back because I had done the course and I had paid enough. I had done enough and the time had gone by, like the 6 months or a year, however long I lost my license. And I could get it back and then I just had to pay the rest of the fines. I was like, well, I'm moving to Jersey. I got my license back. I'm not going to pay shit. I flew to Jersey or drove to Jersey, however I got there, and went to the Jersey DMV, got a Jersey license. Okay. My license gets suspended because I didn't pay anything. I didn't finish the stuff. But what do I care? I just can't drive in Florida. I don't live there. And then years later, I come back to Florida. I still don't have a Florida driver's license. I had to do the whole shit over again. I had to do the whole class over again. I had to pay a bunch of fines to get my license back.
In Florida?
Yeah. Yep. I had to do the breathalyzer in my car for 6 months.
Jeez.
And this is like 4 or 5 years after the DUI.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Orange Avenue.
Love them, don't you?
Yeah.
It's not their fault. You decided 3.5 hours in the wrong direction.
But anytime I hear the band Orange Avenue, that gives you
that little click right there. You just get that little click.
Yep. But I don't drink anymore. Hell, I haven't had a drink in over 2 years. But I used to be pretty good at it.
It's been that long.
Yeah.
2 years.
January.
Do you have your
2
coin?
years.
Do you carry your coin around?
I'm not a coin person. I don't go to AA. I made a decision. The one day I woke up, I said, I'm just not going to drink anymore.
Cold turkey.
Yeah. And I didn't. And I did go to rehab.
Do you get the non-alcoholic beers?
I've had them.
Does it do it for you? Just like there's not even a point.
No, like if I'm in a social setting and like everyone's drinking, I'll grab one to kind of feel part of the, just feel like I'm hanging out. But no,
you miss it?
Yeah. There's days where I definitely miss
Do you ever
drinking.
think you'll drink again?
I think when my kids are adults, I probably will drink again. But I wasn't the parent I should have been. And I wouldn't want to do that to the kids. I think when they're adults and like they got their shit together and they don't.
When they're 16 and want to go have some beers?
No, not 16. I mean, I'm talking when they're like adults, like they're out of college or even if they don't go to college. Once they have their life together where it's like, they're not relying on me for stuff.
So in about 15, 20 years, we'll have our first Jaeger bomb together?
Yeah. But yeah, I think once, I'm retired and the kids are, I'll probably drink again. And the only reason I don't do it now, because could I probably just have a couple drinks? Maybe, but it's not worth the risk.
Right. We've done so well for 2 years.
Yeah. Why stop now? I mean, I got a good thing going, but no, I don't do the chip thing. I never did. I never 30 days sober. I never went through the steps. I made a decision that day that I wasn't going to drink anymore, and I haven't.
Never picked up a drink since?
Never
get tempted or anything?
Yeah. I wouldn't say I get tempted. I get reminiscent.
About the past good times.
Yeah. God, when football's on, that's tough sometimes. But it's bad. I'm like, man, it's 10 a.m. Football's day. I wish I could start cracking beers.
So not grab a 6-pack out of non-alcoholics or make a couple mocktails or something?
No.
I picked you for like a mocktail guy.
It doesn't do it for me. I'm a water drinker. I like water. I drink a shit ton of water.
You don't drink sodas or anything, do you?
Mm-mm.
You do pizza and water?
No, I do pizza and milk.
Milk?
I drink water and milk.
Wait. So large ham and pineapple pizza, and you're drinking milk.
Well, first off, it would never be a large ham and pineapple pizza because that should not be on pizza.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There is so much wrong with putting ham and pineapple on a pizza. And not even the ham. I'm already at the ham. It's the pineapple. Pineapple does not belong on a pizza.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I even think it offends the Hawaiians.
You think they get pissed about it?
I do. Because even they know that shit shouldn't go on a pizza.
If we have any Hawaiians listening to our show, I want your feedback. Do you think the Hawaiians get pissed at Hawaiian pizza?
I'm telling you. We're gonna fill up the comments. All the Hawaiians are gonna be like, yeah, it's not pizza.
No, it's still pizza.
It's not pizza.
Yeah, it is.
No.
But all right, so pepperoni pizza, sausage pizza, whatever, and milk.
Yeah, I love milk. I'll drink milk with dinner every night.
I like milk, but
and then in the morning, I probably go through a quarter gallon of milk myself every day. Yeah,
I like milk. I just didn't do milk. I like my cereal. I like maybe breakfast, but I couldn't do pizza and milk or hot dogs and milk or.
Oh, it's good. Food and milk is my go-to.
Yeah, I mean, you drink water though. You drink enough water.
Yeah, that's what. It's one of the reasons it's not like I hate going out to eat, but most places don't have milk, and if I'm going for dinner, I want a glass of milk. And my only other choice is water.
You have to bring your own milk.
I don't, but I should.
You should,
dude. When we were down in the Dominican, because I spent a good amount of time down there, and the milk isn't cold. It's weird. It's on a shelf, it's not the kind of milk that we get here. I don't know what's different about it. I used to know.
Milk's supposed to be cold.
Yeah. Our milk is. I guess it's not it's pasteurized or I don't know. There's a difference.
Was it powder milk?
No, it's liquid in a carton. And
it looks like milk. Tastes like milk.
Yeah, it tastes different, but I mean it gets the job done. But I was the weird one. People would come over and they'd see the milk in the fridge. What are you doing?
Do you do chocolate milk?
Yeah, I like chocolate milk.
Water, milk, and chocolate milk.
Yeah, I mean I don't do a lot of chocolate
milk. Orange juice, apple juice, nothing?
No, I mean I'll drink orange juice here and there, for breakfast if I go somewhere and they don't have milk, which normally they do. Well, if I go out to breakfast,
I never would have guessed you as a milk guy.
Oh, love it, dude. Love it. This is my jam.
All right.
Give me a milk truck.
Do you feel better and healthier, with drinking water all the time, no sodas?
I don't feel a lot different at all. I'm not hungover in the mornings, but I would. It's not like I drank every day. I would go weeks without drinking. It's just when I did drink, it would be for various, multiple days in a row. It would be a little bender.
Gotcha.
But it's not like I drank all the time. When I did drink, it became a problem. At one point it was fun, it was partying, and I could kind of get my shit together. But once you have kids, and I want to say a responsible position, but I mean I always had that. I could always get work done. And did it affect work? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie and say my drinking never affected work. It did. But I don't know. I don't feel any different. I'm just not hungover anymore.
That's a good thing.
Back still hurts. My knee still hurts. Today? I mean, shit. Falling apart with or without the booze.
Drink some soda, have a Jaeger bomb. You'll be fine.
But, oh, man. I had so much fun at Bike Week.
Main Street Station. That was a good time.
Yeah.
That was great. The interviews, the people we brought on, the bands, Saving Abel.
The tattoo on the vagina lips. I watched the reel a couple times today, and I just that girl, she's a different breed.
She is.
Where did you find her?
I've known her for a long time.
Have you?
Around the Bike Week circuit.
So is she a local, or is she
local.
A Bike Week person?
Yeah, she's local. Yeah, she's local. She does a lot of the magazines, and used to do a lot of the Bike Weeks and stuff like that, and host a lot of events. And now she said she was a veterinarian, or
I think it was something
like that. I'm like, that I wouldn't have.
When I was watching, I thought it was a joke.
I think she was serious.
I think she might have been.
Even though she had an OnlyFans shirt on.
Yeah, but she doesn't use her OnlyFans much anymore.
much. I only make $100,000 a month off it. Not as much as I used to.
Well, I mean, I don't think that those sites are as popular as they were. I don't people aren't throwing money at them like they were. Because I mean, anything when something's new, yeah, a ton of people are going to go. And Now, once you've seen a bunch of people naked, you're like, all right, well, I'm not going to pay for it anymore.
Yeah, I'm done. That's $5 a month. I'm done.
I mean, think about it. You're not going to continually. Yeah, I think a lot of people would pay to see someone they know naked, whether they're hot or not. I think if it's like $20, yeah, like all right, I'll pay to
$5
see it.
maybe. I ain't paying no $20. I don't care that much.
Once you see it once, you're not going to continually to pay month after month to see the same person. So I think the OnlyFans has kind of lost its luster. You got your people that like live on there that don't go out in social situations and stuff like that. And it's good
people
for
just
them,
don't go out anymore. I mean, social situations are starting to go down, especially with the Gen Zs and.
Yeah, but we just had a record-breaking, not a like all-time record-breaking bike week.
I don't see it, man. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't care what they say, how they say it. I don't see it.
Hotels were more booked for this bike week than they have been since Corona.
They're always sold out. We don't have as many hotels as there is.
Oh, we had more hotels every year.
Well, they've added some for sure, but not enough. I mean, what, 4 or 5 more hotels you added, 1,000 more rooms, 1,200 more rooms, like.
But I mean, since Corona, the hotels have been bitching that they're not bringing in the people this year. They're not. They're full. Like the ones in Daytona are obviously always full, but I'm talking the outliers, the ones that are getting further out. They're happy, but I don't think people drink as much.
Bike Week was always 500,000 people. Bike Tour Fest was always 250,000. You think there was more than 500,000 people here this year?
I think we had 400,000 people.
Nah, I'd say 3.
Yeah.
I think I don't know how they judge it. It was something one time I asked. It was off the cell phone towers and how many people are in a certain area, times this, times that, plus this. And I mean, some people have 2 phones. Some people don't carry their phones. I mean, I think the real thing is, realistically, you say hotel rooms, how were beer sales? How were liquor sales?
Probably down.
I think that will really tell you how it was, because it might have been busier for hotels. Was it busier for beer and liquor and food?
No, because I don't think people drink like they used to. I think the alcohol sales are going to continue to decline every year, whether more people show up or not. More people should be drinking. Maybe you're not drinking 7, 8 beers, you're drinking 2 or 3. But if you go with 1,000 people, you go with 5,000 people, more 2 or 3 beers times 5,000 is going to be more. Yeah. But and I'm just thinking from when I came, my first bike week, 2008, there were drunk people everywhere. I'm not talking like buzzed. I'm talking drunk people everywhere. We didn't see that when we were down there. We saw that one fight. I think me and Jimmy did. We were ready. I had the microphone. He had the camera. We were ready, but the guy got pushed off the curb. And he got up and he was like, rah, 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 rah. And then they were like, well, that was mean.
And they walked away.
Yeah, and then it was over. I was like, oh, well, that didn't. We're all ready. I had my mic. He had the camera. I'm like, let's go. We got Jeremy. You're missing it.
Bike week fight.
It didn't turn into anything. It was a shove, and then that was mean.
I heard the only thing I did hear, a lot more cops were out, and they were I wouldn't say picking, but stricter this year.
I think it gets strict. I think it gets more strict every year, doesn't it? They put up with less and less shit.
But I mean, that street should be a little calmer. I mean, nothing illegal, nothing drugs, nothing this, but the motorcycles are the part of it. Revving your engine's part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I mean, the biker crowd's getting old, dude.
But is the younger crowd coming? Or is it going to fade out?
No, because, I mean, when we were down there, I didn't see a big young crowd.
But how many people down there don't have bikes? How many people do you think were down there?
All the young people. It was probably all of them that don't have bikes that are just here and was like,
people
we'll
still go to the festivals, even though they go to that, So I think, if you had 300 people, 400,000 people down there, I think 100,000 don't even have bikes.
Yeah.
I don't have a bike. I went. You don't have a bike.
Yeah.
We went down there.
I saw a Facebook post from this girl, Paige. Yeah, Paige. And it was a flashback to 2008. And it was funny because I was like, man, it looks familiar. I was like, oh, she drove me. She was working for Jim Beam and doing one of the promos at Destination Daytona. And I actually convinced her to give me a ride to Jacksonville when she was leaving the one night. Because I had a bunch of buddies I went to high school with in Jacksonville. And I was like, oh, well, hey, can you give me a ride up there? I want to hang out with them for a little while. And then the group that I was with was going to swing into Jacksonville and pick me up on the way back. And, it just had me thinking and looking back. And there was, I look at, we're older now. And looking back that far, that's the age of the promo girls and all that, 21, 22, 23 back then. And it's the same girls still doing it now. So that younger crowd isn't getting into
Well, I think they're
that.
not buying bikes. They're not drinking as much. Obviously, the alcohol sales are down.
Yeah.
I just don't think that the younger girl that we grew up wanting to be, not we, but you grew up wanting to be a Hooters girl. You wanted to do promos. You wanted to bartend. Like, I think it's different now. I don't want to say they grow up, but like, I remember my age, all the high school girls wanted to be Hooters girls.
Yeah.
They all want to do promos. They all want to be bartenders.
Well,
18, 19, 20. They all, that was just the thing to do. You want to be like,
oh, you were cool if you were a bartender.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I became a bartender.
Me too.
But that's what you wanted. I don't think now they care. I don't think the high schoolers are trying to be bartenders. I don't think they're trying to be cocktail servers. They're trying to be VIP girls. They're trying to be promo girls. I just don't think that they're like that generation, the Gen Zers or whatever. I don't think they're trying to be that. So you're having to go with the 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds that, not in a bad way, but.
No. It's just there's not that new generation coming up. I mean, eventually it's
is bike
going
to just die?
15, 20 years, probably. I mean, you figure a lot of the, say, the promo girls, bartenders in their 30s, 40s, you give it 20 years. I mean, they're not going to be able to do that
But there'll be new ones.
Will there? I didn't see any. I mean, think about it. Like, in your head,
the new
let's
20-year-olds
go where
will be
we walked
30s
around,
and they will do it.
But we didn't see any of that younger generation doing any of that stuff. I mean, a couple. It's not like there were none, but I mean, the majority of it was the same people that were doing it in 2008.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think you just have to redirect it. You have to redirect. I think Bike Week's always been about drinking, girls, beer, bands, and now I think it's a little bit different,
I mean, what can Bike Week become?
Or what can it adapt to? I wouldn't say become. What can it adapt to?
Yeah, I would say, all right, the drinking's not cool. It's kind of looked upon differently now. Like it's not fun to go out and get hammered. It's fun to go out and have a drink or two and be polite, and you're not streaking down Main Street because you had 7 Jaeger bombs in the past hour. You're having a Chardonnay.
Get rid of the Jaeger bombs and go with the Chardonnay. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I think in 20 years, I don't think there's going to be a Bike Week.
There's going to be making the experience better and better.
Robot Week.
I think bands right in the middle of the street.
Optimus Prime.
Did you see that video?
What, with Elon's Optimus?
No, the Optimus Prime guy that walks around Main Street.
Oh, who's dancing?
No, it got beat up.
Oh,
somebody pushed him down and everything. There was some video on one of those websites that he I don't know what happened. He was got in a fight with somebody and the guy had one leg, and Optimus Prime and him were pushing each other. It wasn't really like a fight. He pushed him. Was
it like funny then, or was it?
No. It was kind of sad. It was kind of sad,
dude. Because I saw Bumblebee dancing.
Yeah, that's what it was. Bumblebee, not Optimus
Yeah.
Prime. Sorry, Bumblebee. Yeah, he was like yelling at somebody, but remember he's on stilts, so he's.
So I thought it was like a controlled robot, like a video game. So there was a person in the suit.
Yeah, there's a person in a suit. He dressed up.
It was like 9 feet tall.
He wears stilts.
Yeah,
he's probably 3 feet stilts. The guy's probably 5-6 feet tall, so he's 8 feet tall.
That's cool. I thought it was a robot.
Yeah,
the whole time.
they pushed him over. It was it was almost sad.
It was too tall. It's got to be a robot.
But the guy pushed him, and then he walked away and fell. And then came back. They said something. He pushed the Optimus Prime guy. He fell on a couple of people. They picked him up. It was sloppy.
Man, I gotta be mean to Bumblebee. That's just. Yeah, I think if
maybe
you push
Bumblebee started it.
Bumblebee's probably a dick, but how do you attack Bumblebee?
I mean,
could you really attack a Transformer regardless of what he says?
Optimus Prime or whatever they do, prime together. I guess not.
But give it time. Elon's gonna have Optimus out soon.
Nah.
He's ready. So, God, I wish I remembered the stat. It was because after the first 3 years, the robots are going to build the robots, so they won't need people in the factories. The robots are going to be trained to build the robots. But you'll be able to have your own robot, and for $30,000, you can have your robot, and it can do all of your daily chores. Like while you're at work, it'll clean the house. It'll take out the trash. It'll do all that stuff. It'll do your laundry. It's like having a having a live in, not nanny, because I don't think I'd want the robot watching my kids, but live in housekeeper. Do all that stuff. And, if you have a Tesla, they drive themselves anyway. You can send the robot to go get something.
Could the robot drive the Tesla?
I don't know. I think the Tesla would drive itself. It would the robot would tell it where to go. But, go grocery shopping. Here's the list. See you later, Optimus.
You're going to get one, aren't you?
Oh, 100%. The minute I can afford an Optimus, I'm getting one. I saw iRobot. It can't be that bad.
I don't know. We'll try to leave your house. It won't let you leave your house.
Maybe he's trying to save me.
Take over the world.
Yeah. But, I had fun at Bike Week. I had a really good time. I think filming live, that was awesome. Getting down there, we had random people showing up on the show.
Just walking and sitting down?
Yeah.
Who was the one guy, the band guy?
Oh, Memphis Lightning.
Memphis Lightning, yes. He just...
God, you were so mean to him.
I was not mean to him. I was not mean.
He was... and
he just came and sat down. Did anybody invite him over?
Jimmy did.
Oh, Jimmy invited him over. What, could you tell me that? Could you tell me that in advance? I'm thinking this guy just walked over and said, I'm like, who are you?
I feel so bad.
I look to the left. I look around Joe. I'm like, why is this dude just sitting here talking?
We ignored the shit out of him for felt like 20 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like 5 minutes. That's why I kept saying, what is he doing here? What are we talking about? I don't even know who this guy is.
But when you finally got done talking, I was like, all right, I got to say something to this guy. And then get to talk to him.
Did you know Jimmy sent him over?
No, I had no idea. He just sat down. I was like, all right, cool. I don't know who this dude is. But it was pretty impressive what he was able to accomplish with his downloads, though. 1 week he went from 100,000 downloads to 1 million. That's huge. And then we're sitting there talking about it, and I'm like, dude, congratulations. That's a huge feat. Jeremy's like, I don't like your hair. There's like 7 cans of hairspray, you jerk.
I did not. None of that is true. I did not call him a jerk.
Watch the tape. He didn't.
I did not call him a jerk. I just asked him if he was sponsored by a hairspray brand.
Like, man, we were roasting this poor guy. I'm over here trying to say congratulations.
So now I'm the bad guy.
No. The episode shows that you were the bad guy.
No.
Just roll the tape.
We'll cut that out.
How many times did we say we'll cut that out? Jimmy cut nothing.
You cut nothing out?
Nothing.
Kept it the whole time?
The whole time.
Did you hear the microphone when I walked around the whole time with it?
Yeah.
I probably said a lot of dumb shit. You still got that on audio, don't you?
Oh, it was funny. He got, there was definitely video of when the bouncer was going to kick me out. What bar was that?
Froggy's.
Was it Froggy's?
Yeah,
we're in Froggy's, and I was filming something. I don't even know. I was looking at Jimmy, and I was talking with the microphone, and the bouncer comes up. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm filming. Who are you with? I was like, Somewhat Tipsy podcast. He's like, I'm like, I got a media pass. Oh, okay. I'm like, holy shit, that worked.
Those always work, I'm telling you.
Like, he was just like,
They're
okay.
$15 an hour bouncers. It always works.
I did not shut the camera off at all.
You kept it on?
The whole time
yeah.
he wanted to throw Joe out. Yes.
I was trying to get the mic up in his face while he was talking, but I didn't want to get thrown around by this old man. So I was keeping it low, but kind of inching it up. I'm like, yeah. Is that what you're talking about?
I would love to see you get thrown out on camera.
Oh man, I don't feel like getting kicked out of Bike Week today. But I had a great time down there. It's the first time I've been to Bike Week in not since 2008, 2009 when I used to come down all the time. But I since Corona, I haven't been to Bike Week.
It's different because I've worked a lot of Bike Weeks over the past 10 years, and not to really work it besides the podcast, it was different. It was so different to enjoy it. I did. To be on that side of the table instead of that side of the table, it was 100% different.
You know what I didn't see coming? So I'm always the one that's going home early. I'm always it's bad time. I'm like, all right, well, we're done at Froggy's. Why don't we go check out Saving Abel? Why don't we do this? You're like, I'm kind of going to bed. I'm like, what?
I did. No, you're right. Normally, I'm the one out till 2, 3 in the morning. You're the one at 10:30. I got to go home.
I'm like, the one time.
I know.
The one time. I'm like, all right.
How late did you stay out?
Not long. I walked Kelsey back to to Main Street Station. I checked out Saving Abel for a little while. And then a couple of the other two that were with us were so drunk. And I was like, I can't do
the shady
anymore.
bounce?
I did.
You did the shady
I made
bounce?
sure Kelsey like had someone that wasn't like,
Like, here, watch her and you shady bounce.
I didn't want to leave her alone. But once I found that there was someone else who wasn't drunk that could watch over her, like, I'm out. See you later.
I've done the shady bounce tons of times.
Oh, I was
I'm
the king.
glad I
of it.
left before you did that to me.
I wouldn't have left you, Jimmy. Well, I mean, I might have.
Yeah, you would have.
I would have left you with the responsible
The
adult, though.
4-block walk back to your car.
Yeah, that was a far. I didn't think it was going to be that far when I parked. I really felt like we took a long walk. I feel like we could have got there quicker.
When we walked over there?
Yeah.
No, we walked up 2 blocks and down 2 blocks.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
No.
See, this is where you guys got to do bike week the way I do bike week. I rolled right down there with my car and started unloading gear like I belong there.
Yeah.
So people
did.
were like, oh, okay, I guess. And I have my name stenciled on the side of my gear. So head of security comes walking up. It's like, I think I got a spot for you guys. Who's this? Like, that's me. I'm Jimmy Saldo. So my last name is Saldo. It's Saldo. Like, really? He says, I got a spot for you right next to the stage. He parked me right behind the stage. I had to carry my gear, 5 feet? It was amazing.
Yes, they're carrying around gear more often with Neo, huh?
And meeting a guy with a similar last name, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
But it worked out in my favor.
Oh, it
Yeah,
did.
you did have front row parking on Main Street.
It worked out for me too. I got backstage at Saving Abel because of his car.
Dude, backstage, I have...
You got backstage because you got a pass.
No, before we had the pass, when I went there and the lady, I got her name and I don't remember. She's like, hey, you can't be back here. I was like, no, that's my car. And I pointed to Jimmy's and I knew it was unlocked. I went over, I was like, see, I told you it was my car.
I have footage from my helper kid standing on top of my car, sticking the 360 camera out on that stick over top of Saving Abel.
Oh,
How was the view?
No one gets that.
that's awesome.
You had like backstage view.
I have everything. Yeah.
Oh, I got to see that video. That's awesome. That was a good time. I even bought a shirt.
Did you?
Yeah, I was cold.
You bought a bike week shirt?
I bought a long sleeve bike week shirt. I wore it on the podcast. It wasn't even dark yet. I got there. I'm like, oh, this is going to be chilly
See, I had
later.
my jacket on.
I was
Everybody's
like,
looking at me like, you have jacket and jeans on. Everybody else is in shorts and t-shirt. I'm like, it's going to be cold.
no, I was like, it's going to be chilly later.
It
I'm going to have
is.
to go buy it. And the t-shirts were cheap. I paid $15 for a long sleeve shirt.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's really
right
good.
on Main Street.
Where, what does it say? Just bike week?
Yeah, bike week the year. I don't know. I haven't seen it since.
Probably said 2024.
They could have. I don't care. $15 shirt sold.
Sold. Long sleeve? Done.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was right on the main drag. I don't remember stuff being that cheap. I always thought it was overpriced. I guess not.
Daytona's not really. I don't think the beers were really overpriced or the drinks. Nothing was crazy.
No.
I mean, you had $5 beers, $4 this, $6 that. Like it was reasonably priced. Remember we were talking to Phaedra and she's like, I don't really raise my prices.
No, that blew my mind. Like that is when you should. Well, at least I think
You can't anymore. Like you said, drinking's down, so now
Yeah.
go raise it to $6, $7.
They won't.
They'll
They
buy
really
even
won't drink.
less, and then the
Yeah.
place down the street's going to have. You know, the only thing I see that they've stopped doing is they've stopped bringing in the national bands. There was always those big national bands, always like, and I'm not saying Saving Abel is not a national band, but like I'm talking about the big ones. They used to bring in the Daughtries, the bigger ones, and you don't see them anymore.
Well, Saving Abel, there's two people that use the Saving Abel name. So which one was this? Because it was like the second singer and then the third singer. They can each call themselves Saving Abel.
Yeah, they have
or
rights
something.
to both of them. So each Saving Abel has the right to use the name Saving Abel.
Yeah. So which one was on stage? Was it the original or was it the one after?
Some members are from this. Some members are part of this one. The lead singer have both been parts of Saving Abel, and that's how it broke.
But like Saving Abel
So
had one good song or one popular like big hit, right?
Yes.
Was he the guy that was part of that big hit
No.
or no? So it wasn't even the main Saving Abel.
So
guy.
Addicted to You. That's all.
Yeah.
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 No, that was Jared Weeks.
Okay, so See,
But he still sang the song. He was still part of it. May not have been there when the song came out, but he was still part of it.
yeah, I missed that song too. I wanted to hear it. I couldn't do it anymore.
You weren't there very long.
I was there longer than you.
Yeah, I know, for once. Jeez.
I never stay out. I think I got home at like 1 a.m.
I think I left around 10:30.
Yeah, you did.
10:30, 11.
Yeah.
So you stayed another you stayed another hour and a half.
I stayed a little while. I ended up throwing like a $50 tip to the bartender. Like I felt bad that I wasn't drinking, and I was like, oh no, I got to give you something. And I bought a round for people I didn't know. Like, just like, hey, you guys want a drink?
That was nice.
Yeah, they thought I was weird. Like, sorry, I don't drink anymore. I want to be nice. Jesus.
Wow, Joe.
Yeah.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah. I want to tip the bartender, and I guess I'll take a water.
A water and a $50 tip.
Yeah.
You're a nice guy.
But yeah, no, I bought the two people that were standing next to me. I bought them each a beer.
For $5 a piece.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was
bad.
crazy. I
just don't think they can. I don't think Daytona Bike Week can start raising and get those $7, $8, $9, $10 like the festivals they do. You go to some of these festivals and concerts and things like that, but they also don't bring the bigger bands.
Yeah.
Most of them up down that street. I'm not saying don't bring big bands, but if you look at years ago, you used to bring those $30, $40, $50, $60,000 bands.
Well, the ones that were popular now. Like back then, like 2008, it was bands that were popular now.
They paid
like
50, 60, 70 grand for.
Now it's still the bands that were popular then.
Right. So
Like-
you still, and they're great bands. Don't get me wrong when I say
they're
that.
fantastic.
But you're bringing in the $5, $10, $15,000 bands rather than the $40, $50, $60,000 bands.
Yeah.
You know, your budget is still, $150,000 you're spending on bands, but back then it was $500,000.
Yeah.
But you were also doing more alcohol sales and more people and stuff like that. I mean, I remember this was 10 years ago. We brought Warrant, we brought Molly Hatchet, we brought Bad Company, we were the bigger bands 10 years ago. Not that they weren't out 30 years ago, but like they were 25, 30 grand for a 90-minute set.
Yeah.
But it also packed the place.
Oh yeah, because they're popular.
Your beer sales, liquor sales that night were 75, 80, 100, and $200,000. So it wasn't a big deal paying a $30,000 band when your beer sales and liquor sales were $100,000, $200,000 that night.
Well, and in 2008, I was paying $6, $7 a beer. It's cheaper now,
right,
than it was in 2008.
Because again, they haven't brought. I feel like everybody didn't raise the prices because why do these festivals get $10 for a beer and $15 for a Red Bull and vodka, $20 for Red Bull and vodka? Because they bring the bigger talent.
Yeah.
When you've got, and I'm using the EDC, EDM style festivals, but they're bringing these $150,000 guys for a 30-minute hour set. When you're bringing Marshmello and some of these big name acts, you can charge more because that's what they're going for. Yeah. Bike Week's just one of those things where people go up and down the road. They have their bands they go to, but we need that big band.
Does Destination Daytona still do anything cool?
Yeah, same thing.
Because that used to be the big bands.
Same thing as Main Street, just more obviously dome circle type thing.
Yeah,
it's not a straight line with 20 beer and liquor bars. It's more of just like 2-3 bars, a bunch of portable bars and stuff like that, and then they run the whole thing.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Main Street, you used to be able to like walk in the street, like it wasn't blocked off to the sidewalk, was it?
No, it's always been like that.
Really?
They let cars down there and they do bikes only starting like that Friday or Saturday till the following Friday or Saturday. It's bikes only.
I thought you used to be able to walk freely around the street.
Across the street, yeah, but not down the street.
Yeah, it gets
now
too
some of the
crammed on that
festivals.
sidewalk.
Some of the festivals they do during the year, yes.
Yeah.
So like when they have the tacos tequila festival or they do the rum fest, yes, it's blocked off. There's food vendors there, and you can walk up and down the streets all day. There's no cars, no bikes, no nothing allowed. There's a couple golf carts and police bicycles type thing, but nobody when they do those festivals. But when it's Bike Week, it's all bikes.
Huh.
The only thing you can do is go left or right. Across the street. You can't walk down the street. You have to take the sidewalks.
Yeah. I mean, it was a long time ago, but I thought I was walking throughout the street, in 2008, 2009.
Well, you probably were 3 Jaeger bombs and 14 Twisted Teas deep, so probably.
True. That's very, very true.
Probably were.
It probably was.
You're probably walking straight down the middle of the street with the bikes.
But dude, it was too crammed on that sidewalk. I didn't like it. Trying to get from Froggy's to Main Street and trying to get on that sidewalk, you're just like crammed and bumping into everybody.
I think what's going to eventually happen is I think the city is going to make that street walking only. I think they're going to put big planters and let you have your tables and chairs out there in the street. It's going to be like, you know, some of those areas where it's just walking only.
Why wouldn't they? I think it's a great idea.
I have mixed feelings about it.
I mean, there's nothing down Main Street except for 2 weeks a year anyway. But I mean, if they could build it up.
There's more bars and stuff down there.
I mean, there is, but look at all those shops. All those shops are going to be empty.
I don't know how
they're empty now.
I don't know how true it is. Read a few things, and I don't know if I believe it all, but supposedly Cruisins, this was their last year.
Really?
Supposedly the city, no hard facts on this one, is bought that property and they're turned into a parking garage.
Huh.
So there's going to be a parking garage right there on the corner now. Whether it goes through, whether it's true or not, I haven't done my hard facts on it, but that was the rumor. This was their last year.
Man, you know, and I did hear that about Cruising, that they're closing. I heard, you know, some of the other owners are trying to get out and, you know, not be there.
That's what will be the demise is 2 or 3 of those bigger bars will close. They'll sell. They'll get rid of. And then all of a sudden there'll be 2 bars on that street, 3 bars on that street.
Yeah.
And then it won't be a destination to go anymore.
Well, now I feel like, and I don't know, you know, I don't know personally, but it's almost, how can they survive on that street when it's only busy 2 weeks out of the year?
So they make all their money.
Yeah. Can you really make a whole year's worth of money to stay open in 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's other events and all that, but I mean that street, and maybe I'm wrong. I don't go down there a lot, but that's every time I've gone down that street.
What do you think the sales would be? Like a Main Street station, a Froggy's. What do you think something like their sales were for Bike Week? 10 days.
If it has to,
let's call it 12, 13 days because that gets started around Wednesday. But what do you think they make in, call it 12 days?
If it has to carry them for the full year, they got to be bringing in 3-4 million.
I would say, if I had to guess, I'd say it's 2 to 3 million.
Yeah, I mean, if it's got to carry you the whole year.
If I had to guess, you're probably right. I would say 2 to 4 million. Now that pays your mortgage for the year. That pays for your insurance for the year. That pays for this. So that if you on a Friday do a $2,000, $3,000 Friday, you're not a loss. They just make all their money in call it 1 month of the year.
Yeah, why not just close? Why not?
You can't. They won't give you permits.
So
the city won't allow you to pull permits if you don't open a certain amount of days a year. So you could close. Let's use Main Street Station as an example. They could close their doors the day afterwards and not reopen until Biketoberfest. But those outside bands, the stages, the everything she goes, they wouldn't give her a permit for it. That you can't just come in there and make your money. Call it 1 month of the year. You know, 2 weeks here, 2 weeks here, week here. They don't want that.
Smart.
The only reason they, if you drive down that street and you see the T-shirt place is empty, and those because they don't pull permits.
Yeah,
you can't. I mean, the T-shirt shop right there, the little jewelry shop.
All those shops close.
They all close.
Yeah,
they all close. They're open for call it 2 weeks a year, 3 weeks a year. That they're open. That's it. They own the buildings. They whatever. They made their money or they rent the building. It doesn't matter. Like some of them will rent that building for $3,000 a month. They'll pay the $36,000 for the year, but they'll make all that just in Bike Week.
Yeah,
and then Biketoberfest is pure profit. So.
I saw one of the.
But they don't have the rules to follow because those jewelry stores and those little T-shirt places, they don't pull permits.
Yeah, they don't need to.
They don't need
They're
to.
Just opening the
so
doors.
as soon as a day or two afterwards, they close. They don't have to reopen until Biketoberfest. But the bars and the food establishments, if you aren't open, don't quote me on it, 250, 300 days out of the year. I mean, you could close on every Sunday if you wanted. Or,
yeah.
You know, you could close every Monday, Tuesday type thing. But if you're not open a certain amount of days, they do not have to give you the permit, which is kind of good because then you can't that street would be dead. All the time, people would just come in and open it, and they that's it.
I mean, I don't see a lot of people that go down there now when it's not an event.
It's busy it can get busy on the weekends.
Yeah.
All
right. At least they got something going.
Yeah, I mean, I won't say busy, but yeah, I think most of these bars, without the knowledge of knowing, but I would say most of them make a majority of their money Bike Week, Biketoberfest to pay for their mortgages, their all the staffing, like not whether it's gravy. But like, let's just say you need $4 million to operate. They do $3 million. Yeah. So it's okay. We had to come with another $1 million between 300 days.
Yeah, which is
in sales, which is not. You can do that $3,000 a day, 4 or 5 days a week. You can make that money up. So it's not hard. But I think that's what it is. So if that goes away, I think, or starts lessening, I think a lot of these bars will stop.
You know what I thought was
that'll
funny?
I'll tell you something right now, to finish on that.
Yeah,
I think Main Street will be condo row in the next 10 years, maybe 20 tops.
I think 20.
I think 20 years, they'll buy those up. They'll build condos, apartments, little townhomes, and that'll just be Main Street downtown.
Yeah.
Some of the restaurants will stay, some of the little bars will stay, but they won't care about Bike Week anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, if you could make money year round, do you care about Bike Week? But I don't know if they would do 2-3 million.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of money that comes in. I was trying to get your attention. We were walking down, and I don't remember it was one of the shops. And those light up signs, like ones that storefronts have, they're like $10,000. And to have your company logo, all that, like the big bold letters. And I saw one of them. They had this brand new sign, and it's like a store that's going to close. It's probably closed right now. Like, what's the point? Why? I know you're going to make a lot of money, but why even put the money into that sign when you could just throw a banner up? It's not going to change anything. It's just a waste of money.
I mean, 10 grand's a lot. Just pay for a sign to open 3 weeks a year. But.
Yeah. I bet you this guy, it was his first year doing something at Bike Week. He rented that job. I'm gonna do this, and everyone was laughing at him like.
You still have to make it look good. You still have to do the
why
aesthetics to make it look good.
Why?
No one's going to come into a shop that's a banner up there.
Yeah, all of them will. I went into 3 of them because there's a couple that just it's a banner. I bought the cheap T-shirt.
I'm surprised
from a banner.
I'm surprised there's not more little restaurants down there. Do you know what a hot dog stand would do? Taco stand.
Oh yeah,
just a little shop like like the one you're talking about in Key West. Remember the little closet one?
Yeah.
Really, you walk by it, it's $4 tacos all day, all
Pokey
night.
in the rear.
Yep. Some little like place right there that just gets one of those and just, I mean.
Yep. There is one thing, and I think we should talk about it because, for those of you that don't know, we opened a Mexican restaurant not too long ago. And
not officially even opened yet.
Yeah, we're not even open yet, but we're in our soft opening. And one thing that is great when you do these soft openings, you can get feedback. You get feedback from your guests. You find out what you're doing wrong because a soft opening, you're basically training your staff. You have a whole bunch of people that have never worked together before. You have a menu you've never put out before, and you're adjusting recipes. And we have missed the mark on some of the menu items, which it happens. This is what soft opening is about. It's
well, we did something a little different. Our soft opening's been almost a month long.
It is,
but I think it was great. It's what we need because we're there for longevity. We're not there to make money and sell it in 3 weeks or 3 months, 6 months. We're there for longevity, and if anything, we'll open up 2 or 3 more. But I think that, like you just said, we've had 2-3 weeks of trial and error.
Yeah,
lots of great things. A handful of things that don't work and they didn't like. Ticket times were
an hour and a half the one day.
You want to hear my one thing I started going up to tables about? I think you might laugh at this. I started going up to tables and I go, because hey, they'll say, hey, table B4 wants to talk to a manager. I go up, I go, hey guys, how's everything? Well, I go, let me promise you one thing right here before we continue. You will have your food by breakfast. You will have your food before breakfast. And, it lightened the table a little bit. They start laughing. Half the ones that were complaining or that were upset about it, and they had every right to.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We're some of our best customers. They still come back.
Yeah.
Oh, no, absolutely. We totally get it. Don't worry about it. We know this stuff. We'll definitely be back. Great margaritas, or my enchiladas were a little burnt, but hey, we get it. We get it. Like, it's been a really, really eye-opening, but also great thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and one of the things, and this is why, restaurant consultants are so needed for the business. We brought in one of the Mexican cuisine chefs and experts from Stir Hospitality to come in, and today was one of the coolest days, that I think we've had. And seeing that kitchen transform and that flavor profile transform today. And, just looking and taking the notes that we've taken from people and what they've said about the taste and, the flavor, and to use what everyone said and kind of build that together and come up with what we came up with today in that kitchen, and to get that flavor profile. Like, I don't know, just such a good feeling to get that today.
It did. And to see it transform and change. But one thing I think we have against us is we bought a Mexican restaurant that was a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
We're never going to be exactly the same.
No.
And I hope they understand. I don't want to be the same. I don't want to be them. Like, they seem to be very big on things out in 8 to 10 minutes. I'm okay with 15 to 18 minutes.
Yeah.
I am okay if your burrito and your burrata tacos and your nachos take 18 minutes. Yeah. I'm fine with that because a lot of our food is fresh, a little bit different. We're scoop and serve ish, but not 100%.
No, everything's fresh. We're making everything fresh that day. But we also want people to try our margaritas with our freshly made purees, with our house-made sour mix.
Yeah, we don't just buy sour mix from the store for $6 a bottle. Like, we make it daily.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is trying to hard to get through to people is we are different, but we're also better. I mean, I don't know how to say it. There's nothing wrong with that place, but we're different, and I feel that we're better for you. We're better for them. Everything's fresher. Yeah. They would... A lot of them will just make the steak, throw it in a pan, heat it up a little bit, and there you go. Like, our steak's made to order.
Yeah.
You want medium rare, we can make medium rare on your burrito.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cool thing, but it's been a long road.
Yeah.
For the almost 3 weeks now.
Oh, we've been getting beat up for 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
But it's
18-hour days and this, but yeah, it's all going to pan out. It's all panning out.
Yeah, I was loving the flavors that were coming out of that kitchen. It was fun being in that kitchen today and just, I think
we need to spend more time in the kitchen.
Yeah. I mean,
I worked the kitchen shift last Friday.
I was going to say, you worked the whole kitchen shift
last Friday. I did the fry.
Yeah, and then one of us had to go to a hiring event today.
I am the best chip master there is out there.
You are the chip master.
I am the chip master. I know it sounds stupid.
He's the chip master.
I'm telling you, I was that good. It never went down. They were always hot. Like, everything's math and science to me. Everything is math and science. So I ran that chip with math and science. I had the backups. I knew when to fry them, when to do them. I saw 4 girls go over, so I knew where my chip level was at. I kept watching the salsa go down. I grabbed the new one that was just made, 3 hours before that, 4 hours before that. Grabbed that one. I mean, I really feel that I'm the chip master.
I was just talking about big gains and small gains with a buddy of mine the other day. Jeremy just had a big gain.
Yes, all right. Thank you.
You get your, well, you're welcome.
You
might not like that in a second.
Damn it. Here we go. Thank you for coming on the show.
You get your big gains when you are really far behind everybody else in that thing that you just learned.
Yeah.
When you learn a thing and you take a big jump ahead, I'm going to relate this to competition shooting, right? Because that's one of the few things that I've come into with an open mind as a new person to try to succeed. You gain big. You gain in 2 and 3 seconds at a time in the beginning. But when you get up to that master and that grandmaster class, you're gaining in quarter second, 1/10 of a second. Your gains are really small, but they stack up and they add. And I was talking to a guitar player about this. Your gains get really small the better you get.
Because there's not as much to gain.
Right. There's not as much to gain.
Milliseconds, not minutes.
But those milliseconds are what makes the difference between a pro, let's say,
a win or a loss. A win or a loss.
Win or a loss.
Yeah.
In whatever you're doing. So I appreciate and I congratulate the new thing that you learned.
Actually, it was fun. It was. Well, I wanted
to learn
be,
some basic ass shit.
I did basic shit. Yeah. Thanks, Jimmy. I felt good about myself, but not anymore.
I will find a way to cut anybody down. I'm sorry.
I think you did great.
Thank you. But it's nice to be in the loop and get to see what they do.
Yeah.
I don't work the kitchen a lot. I've helped out in tons of kitchens. I've worked the expo line. I've thrown a couple of hamburgers down, but I've never really worked the line. But for 4 hours, I worked the line. It was a good experience.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's as an owner, you kind of have to be. You have to be. But
back
it's
there. Math and science. That's just we need to teach them math and science. That's it.
Yeah.
It's nothing else to it. It's when to do it, how to do it. I kept looking at the thing as proteins down. I do not care about that salad. I don't care. I want the proteins on the grill or on the flat top because those are going to take the longest. Forget the burrito. Burrito's fine. Chips are good. Like, it's all math and science.
Yeah. And this week's Come On Karen is a thank you.
Come on, Karen.
Come on, Karen.
For the 1-star reviews that we've gotten. I'm
not gonna lie, we probably have 15 or 20 1-star reviews, and I enjoy
like 8, but
okay.
Jesus,
I thought there was like 15.
No, there's like 8.
Okay, good, that's not bad.
But thank you, because even though we haven't opened yet, it's not the nicest to put a 1-star review during a soft opening. It has helped us, and we've been able to lock in on the things that we can improve on. And today was just a huge milestone in what was coming out of that kitchen and the flavor that's coming out. And I finally felt like, all right, we got it. We fixed that. We fixed this. Mm-hmm. And the margaritas, the bar, the staff's been doing great. And now, that little piece that we needed, I feel like we got there today.
Yep. And I'm ready for the grand opening at the end of the month.
Yeah. So, March 28th, Costa del Sol will be having their grand opening, our grand opening. Yep. And come in. We're still in our soft opening. You want to try it out? Leave some feedback. We love the feedback.
Just don't give us a star review. Tell us.
Yeah. Tell us. We go to every table, so you don't have to put it online. That'd be awesome if you just told us in person.
Or write it on a napkin if you want to be anonymous. Don't do it through the freaking Google yet.
Yeah. That would be nice. But thank you for your feedback. And, I can't wait for you to try it out. 1414 South Atlantic Ave in New Smyrna Beach, Costa del Sol. Soft opening now. March 28th is the grand opening. We got some big things planned for that grand opening day.
CostaNSB.com.
Yeah, CostaNSB.com, at CostaNSB. And if you're lucky enough, you might get a free margarita. Whew.
This episode brought to you by Stir Hospitality.
Go to stirhospitality.com if you are a new restaurant. If you're a restaurant that is not seeing the profits that you used to.
Bar and nightclub.
Bar and nightclub too. They will get you back in the black. Stirhospitality.com.